See, Canada is the best thing that can happen to anyone in this life. Even if you don't achieve anything in this life and you achieve Canada, your life is made already. Your future is great already. Why? Because this is a sweet country. This is a welcoming country. This is a land of wherever you are. If you feel you have opportunity, try Canada. This is a land of opportunity. Like the kind of love you will get here. If you're not experiencing the things I'm saying, it means you're not associating with people. You're just indoor. You're just isolating yourself. Because if you're going out to associate with people, Canadians, you understand what I'm saying. It is a great place to be. It is a place you get every kind of support that you need. It is a place of massive information. Like, if you don't have information, you believe a lot of things are not possible. But people that have information knows that they are possible. Okay? So, it's one of the biggest things. So, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Always be positive. Know what you want and go out for it. And if you're already planning for next year, begin now to plan for next year. Start writing your IELTS, doing your credential evaluation, start getting prepared, start getting ready. Thank you.
If you're not happy in the USA, then come to Canada.
Breaking news from an article that just came out today. American doctors applying to Canada to work there has risen 750% just in the last few months. One doctor that was born and raised here and went to medical school here said he's really sorry for leaving his American patients, but he's already packed up his family and moved to Canada. He said he is afraid for what's going on with our American healthcare. Another physician was quoted as saying, "Physicians are supposed to be kind when we're taking care of our patients. These patients are at their weakest and most vulnerable. Instead, the healthcare system is devolving, that we can't take care of these patients with our hearts." The statistics in this article said over 615 doctors have applied to go work in Canada. At this same time last year, it was only 70. Other physicians were quoted as saying, "I can't even take care of patients like I used to. This country isn't what it used to be." And they have stated they're embarrassed to be called Americans. Yes, Canada is a socialized healthcare system, but these doctors that were interviewed in this article said they're not concerned about the drop in income. They're more concerned about the devolving healthcare system in the US. Their driving force have been the severe cuts to Medicaid that probably will go through, placing people in leadership positions, and they quoted RFK Jr., who even states himself, "You shouldn't take medical advice from me." And the way the budget for healthcare is being rearranged. They're diverting dollars away from the pandemic preparedness, as well as multiple other things we've seen in the news. A physician that moved her family in 2017 from America to Canada said now she can take care of her patients without feeling like she's burdening them with medical debt, and that she feels she can take care of them better. She has less paperwork. It's less being a non-for-profit up there in Canada. She doesn't feel the pressure to serve so many patients in an hour, like every 5 to 6 minutes. They're scheduled here in the US, she said, and Canada operates in a really different pace, allowing her time to truly care for her patients. I just thought this was really interesting data and information. I'm really afraid for the healthcare system, as you guys have heard me on many of my videos that I've recorded. But this is a new turn that I hadn't expected, that American physicians would give up their medical licenses here in America and go work where they're not under the pressure that they are here.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're watching me for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel, like my video and share my video to everyone who needs to hear this. So for something interesting is happening between the United States and Canada. For years, the usual direction seems obvious. People looked at America for bigger opportunities, bigger cities, and the promise of the American dream. But now, let's all be clear. More Americans are looking north. And here's the part that makes the story so fascinating. Some aren't just talking about Canada anymore. They are researching it. They're exploring their family history. They're looking into citizenship. And some are seriously considering making Canada their home. So the question of today is, what is Canada offering that is suddenly making Americans look across the border? So first, let's talk about it.
As many of you know, my American family and I have been exploring Canada, and we are currently in Calgary, Alberta, and we absolutely love it. There is so much to love about Calgary as well as the other provinces here in Canada. But the thing that I love is, number one, the friendliness of Canadians. They have been so loving and kind and welcoming to our family. Number two, the safety that's here. You know, seeing kids able to play outside and be safe and to go to school and be safe is just, it's great. Number three, I love the fact that the USD goes further here, you know, so it's like we're buying everything at a discount. You know, number four, they have universal health care here, although it's not perfect and there are waiting lists for things. But the fact that you won't have to, you know, go broke or get into debt trying to pay a hospital bill just sounds amazing. You know, number five, the diversity. I love the diversity. I love that I could find food from all over the world here. You know, I'm getting ready now to go to brunch at one of my favorite little brunch shops here. But I love the diversity of food. And six, nature. Being in Calgary and where we're located, we see the snow-capped mountains right now. We're only an hour away from Banff. If you guys have not heard of Banff, look Banff up. We are so close to Banff. And there's so much more to love here. Calgary in particular has so many like green spaces. I love that they value recreation. Calgary has the world's largest YMCA here. I think two of the world's largest YMCAs here. Again, so much to love, but there are so many other provinces that you can check out. You have Nova Scotia, you have Ontario, Toronto area, you have Vancouver, which is in British Columbia. There is so many different provinces that you could check out. I would suggest take advantage of your 6-month tourist visa and come visit one of the provinces. You don't have to fill out paperwork. All you need is your passport, your US passport, and you can get up to 6 months to explore.
I'm an American who just moved to Canada, and I'm here to answer the question that everybody is asking me: why the heck would we move from California to Canada? If you don't know me, my name is Nicolette. I'm the wife to Aaron and mom to 2 little toddler boys, and the answer is equally simple and complicated. So that husband that I mentioned, he's Canadian, and because he was born here, even though my kids weren't, they're Canadian. Now, I met my husband in California. We lived there almost our entire relationship, marriage, etc. Before we moved here, my husband's work industry required a really specific type of work visa to work in the States. But we were married, right? So why couldn't he just get his green card? The line of work that he was in required him to travel internationally, which you can't do when you're applying for your green card. He decided to leave his former industry, and that left us with an expiring work visa, which in turn left us with very little options. But in the end, especially with everything happening politically, we had to do what was best for our family. He has a network here in his hometown, and he was able to secure a job before we even got here. Now, it seems to be in the comments that everybody thinks that we are paying significantly more to live here, which if you know anything about the cost of living in California, you would know that that is simply just not true.
Yes, absolutely. And when my family and I made that decision to leave the USA and come here to Canada, I had these mixed feelings of like guilt, like why would you know, your ancestors fought for this country, and you know, so many of your people are buried here and their blood, sweat and tears, you know, went into this country. But you know what, y'all, our mental health matters. Our mental health matters, our money matters, and you can put yourself in an early grave just fighting and fighting and fighting. And when you look at, you know, as far as the African American community and the incidences of heart disease and all of these things. A lot of this stuff is triggered by stress, lifestyle. What I found with Canada is that it's not only ranked number 5 in the world for racial equity, but the food here, you don't see the chemicals and things in the food. Like, the food tastes different. I've lost weight since I've been here, so not only my mental health is improving, but my physical health is improving. Other things that Canada has that America doesn't have is universal health care. And, in America, we had so many bills. We were paying $1,600 a month for Blue Cross Blue Shield premiums and still getting large bills when we had to have MRIs and stuff done. And so racial equity, food, and healthcare. And also I want to mention the USD goes further. So everything that I'm buying is at a discount. So absolutely, people are understanding that we really need to find another country to have that dream that we all been dreaming. And this is why I put this guide together on how to exit the USA. Now, you don't have to come to Canada. I have highlighted over 8 countries that the top places where people are moving. I give you step by step, getting your passport, understanding the visa process, schooling if you have kids, how are you going to school your kids abroad, and so much more.
When it came to picking Canada versus the US to watch a match, what came into that decision?
I came to Canada. I don't want to go to the US under this clown is there as a president,
Yes. I think here in Canada it's still a bit more familiar. Everybody is a bit more relaxed, so they really enjoy to have the World Cup here, also to have the people around. And in USA it's 120% commercial, but here they still enjoy the atmosphere and the World Cup themselves.
Yes, for sure, for some political reasons. I mean, I have the feeling also with the Peace Prize for Trump, that is even, there in the States it's even more corrupt, it's even more like with Infantino, Trump and stuff. It's not how I want to celebrate football, so that's why I prefer Canada to watch the game.
Hey Canada, I'm Joey, I'm an American, and I love Canada. And I want to know, where is your favorite part of Canada? Which province or which territory? For me, I've only been to one province, which is Alberta, and I visit there very often, and I love Wild Rose Country. I love how clean, welcoming, and friendly the cities of Edmonton and Calgary are. I love the Canadian Rockies, the prairies, the forests, Badlands. Wild Rose Country is just very majestic, very peaceful, and I look forward to in 2026 to visiting more provinces and hopefully more territories. And much love, go Canada, go Blue Jays, and let's get it.
Americans love Canadians, and I think there's 3 main reasons why. The first reason is that Canadians are safe. We don't really fall into that whole Republican Democrat thing the way other Americans do. And so Americans are like, oh, no, they're okay. They're not people we hate. Next, I think Americans kind of admire the fact that Canadians put up with like our weather and, there's not many of us. And so they just kind of think we're this cute little country sitting on top of them, just kind of like hanging out. The third thing, I think Canadians just have a solid reputation. I think we go down there and we're polite, we are kind, we're open, and Canada in general just has a good reputation on the world stage in terms of like peacekeeping and that kind of thing.
Dear citizens of Canada, most everybody in the United States is with you. If you don't want to buy our products, don't do it. Buy Canadian only. We'll be fine. Trust me, we'll be fine. We don't agree with Supreme Leader Trump. We don't agree with what he's doing. So you boycott us, and I'm with you, okay? Most of us are with you. If, for whatever reason, the U.S. invaded Canada, which won't happen, but if it did, I would side with Canada. I would fight with Canada, okay? I canceled my trip in the United States this summer, my summer vacation to the Jersey Shore, because I live near the Jersey Shore. I canceled my Jersey Shore vacation because I'm taking a vacation to Canada this summer and spending my money in Canada. as a U.S. citizen. So please welcome me and my family with open arms. We are with Canada. Okay, we are on your side. We will fight with you. And if you need to boycott the U.S. products, you do that. Do that. Show Trump he's wrong.
If I handed you guys like an 8-ball, you would just check it?
Yes. So what they'll do is take a grain of rice-sized amount of it and put it under the FTIR machine, and it will print out what is in it exactly.
And you'll give me back the 8-ball?
Yeah. Oh, she just takes a grain-sized amount and hands it back to you. Hands it
Like
back
not
to you.
even a .1.
You should do it.
Wow.
Stay safer.
We got a map
Dude.
on the back.
Yeah, stay safer.
There's no checking inside the festival, so the only place you can get it checked at the festival is around back.
And during the rest of the year, go to fraserhealth.ca/drug checking.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we have sites all over the place that will check it.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.
If you're in the States right now and you don't like the way things are going down there, help yourself to come up here to Canada, and you can live up here. Got the healthcare, we got nice people, and the winters are a bit cold, but not so bad.
Yeah, welcome back to the channel, and I hope you have watched those videos. Very interesting. For some Americans, Canada represents something different. A fresh start, a calmer environment, and a place where they can experience a new culture without feeling like they are moving to the other side of the world. And then there's Canada's reputation. We all know that. The country is often seen as welcoming to all, whether you're coming from everywhere in the world, multicultural and peaceful. Of course, Canada has its own problem. We all know that. It's very evident. No country does not have any problem. And life there in Canada isn't perfect. But for some people, it's not about finding a perfect country. It's about finding a country that feels right for the life they want. And that's where Canada comes in. That's where Canada blends in. It's close enough to America to feel familiar, but different enough to feel a new beginning. So, I won't say much for today, but I want to ask a question. Are Americans really choosing Canada? Obviously, not everyone. But the fact that more people are looking north is very, very interesting. Because Canada was once simply Americans' neighbor. Now, for some Americans, it's becoming something more like an alternative. People aren't looking for a place that is perfect. Sometimes they're simply looking for a place that feels like home, a place of peace, a place where they're not burdened. They're not surviving. They're working, but they're surviving to maybe for grocery, for healthcare. And for some Americans, I think that place might just be Canada. So share your thoughts in the comment section, folks. Let me know what you think about Canada. If you're an American, let me know where you want to move, if at all you want to move. Until next time, may God bless Canada. You're doing a very good job. Thank you, Canadians, for welcoming each and every person without any racism, any wanting to change their culture. Folks, thank you very much for your warm welcome. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and share my video. Peace to you all.